Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Dearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day. And hokey smokes, it is a brand new day. Remember, no matter who you are valid. To each and every one of my Patreon patrons, you are beautiful and awesome people. When you look in the mirror, you are looking at someone who is beautiful and awesome. I would put your names up here, but with just my tablet and my nerve compression, I cannot do this. But remember, you are beautiful and awesome. Well, son of a gun, there's not much I have done today. I fell asleep in my chair again. Probably the stuff I was eating, not exactly good and healthy for you. And so undoubtedly I crashed in some fashion. Was there gluten? Was there too much sugar? I'm an American, and I eat American food. Of course there's too much sugar. Of course there's gluten. It's a mess, and I have absolutely zero control, which is not exactly my fault as a human being. Even thinking, just thinking about food sets off what is known as the cephalic response in your body. Your body gets ready to start digesting food just because you thought about it. And because it's ready to digest food now, you're hungry. And all you did was think about food. So I gained a few pounds. So I got a lot to lose. I have not gained back all that I have lost. I am nowhere near that. But I have gained back some stress eating with everything that's happened, because I'm a stress eater. So, oh boy. Yeah. Anyway, though, that's not the stuff I had written down. And I don't have much. This is just one I wanted to pop in because I watched another video about it where the person was amazed about the people that still don't get it even now. That whole, if you were in the woods, would you rather be there with a bear or with a man? It's like the choice is not about, everybody who answers that knows that the bear's dangerous. The point is not that the bear is dangerous. The point is that you know how predictable a bear is. You know what the bear is going to do. If it's hungry, it's going to kill you and eat you. If you're too close to it, then it's going to scare you away. You know what a bear is going to do. But when I heard the question, my first response as a man was, I'm going to come across a bear. Men are scary. Yeah, I understand entirely on that one. And I don't feel it as viscerally as any woman would. But I understood that one, at least on some level. It's, oh yeah, a bear. Give me a bear, please. And one of the reasons this one stuck out hard, one of the women was talking about the talk her father gave her. He said to his daughter, if you're in a parking lot and some man starts to abduct you, fight as hard as you can. It doesn't matter how dangerous it is. It is better to die in the parking lot right there than it is to die where he is going to take you. Men know that men are dangerous. All cops are not good people. Yeah, that doesn't just apply to cops. Men are scary. And yeah, not all men, as this one video was talking about. Not all men. And some women do awful, awful things. But when you read about the awful stuff that's happening in the world, who's committing it? And I don't just mean, governmental stuff. This person then referred to a story where monitor lizards, monitor lizards and where they are, they're big lizards. Yeah, these 3 men for entertainment they SA'd the lizard first, and then they killed it and ate it. I'll choose a bear. I know what a bear's gonna do. But on that note as well, if you're in the United States celebrating the 4th of July today, or as I record this, or at any other time if you happen to watch this on another day, I mean, the odds are small on another day, but you never know. I have watched, and this, I hate talking about current events and all that, but I gotta quickly talk about this one. With the Supreme Court rulings here in the United States, I watch non-grifting legal channels, where they're not trying to sell you anything, they're just talking about law. And the major consensus, because I started with an M, the major consensus on the rulings, especially the immunity ruling that have come from the Supreme Court, are, if you're not terrified, then you don't fully understand the importance of the ruling that came down. Because this changes everything. We no longer have a president, we have a God King who cannot do wrong. If the president orders the use of the military, that's an official act. And the president cannot be prosecuted for an official act. You can't even try to. So if the president calls up the military to murder a political rival, that is an official act using the military. Complete immunity. It's bad. We have a God King for life now. Any president that doesn't want to get out of office doesn't have to. This applies to Biden right now. Biden could be God King for life because the Supreme Court said you can be. So this is fun to live in the U.S. because, as they say, if you're not terrified, you don't understand the ruling yet. Thumbs up. Past that, I was actually just thinking of some creative stuff. If you're still watching at this point. In fact, if you're still watching, because I don't like to talk about political stuff, and a lot of people don't, if you don't say what they fully believe in, they immediately click away. But if you are watching this far, if you could put cut sliced in the comments to let both me and the algorithm know that people do occasionally watch the videos, that would be very nice. Thank you much. Anything that is done to help is I can speak English, is appreciated. I promise I can speak English. But after that, no, it's just some creative talk. I came across an idea just while I was walking that it hit me like a bombshell that this was a really good idea. Is it still now? I don't know. But it's in my solo RPG setting. The forest where the village, the settlement, the town of Nagrad is in this vast forest that is kind of a superpositioned area where there's too much there for the there that's there. And so a lot more there will sometimes be there. But if you leave an area after you've gone out to it, it will fade back into the gray superpositioning. So if you go back to it after, say, a week, it will not be there. The path that is formed will fade. But it is maintained through a field produced by quantum knotting formed by intelligence, and the energy that comes off of that damps down and hold stable these non-superpositioned, because they dropped and the wavefront collapsed there. It's fallen down into this level. It maintains that. So you can have a path that the more people walk on it, it becomes maintained to the point it will be there possibly long after the human civilization that formed it has fallen, before it will fade back into the superpositioning. So I was thinking, well, what if you people that are adventuring form a path that is a semi-permanent path, again, one of those that is going to last well after the fall of whatever civilization is there. And I was thinking, well, what would be a good thing to have, for adventure? What if it was like just an outpost? And an outpost isn't that fun, so a group of outposts. But you wouldn't have a bunch of old-time fantasy stone outposts, that's the word, outposts all in one area, would you now? That doesn't make sense. It would have to be like a city, an abandoned city. An abandoned city that's Lovecraftian existential horror. Not fully, but at least partially. And I just went, oh my gosh, this could be, it's like a beginnings of, and contains a lot of adventures, both for, a lot of adventures, both for RPG type stuff and story type stuff, because if you come across a semi-existential horror city where about 50% of it is variations on almost Euclidean, you'd nearly be comfortable living there. Almost. But you'd always daily, hourly be reminded that this wasn't made for people. And then the other 50% is variations where it gets increasingly non-Euclidean and more, which is easy. Non-Euclidean is easy. It's just a form of geometry. So when you say, oh, it's non-Euclidean, yeah, okay, it doesn't have straight lines and corners. Woo! So there's more to it, but it's easy to be non-Euclidean and not be scary. So, but have that be more and more existential horror, all the way from maximum to 50% maximum, and then for us down to the, it's really bizarre, but we can function, all the way down to, well, it's almost human. I think that could be awesome, especially since with a superpositioning of everything, too much there for all the there that's there, the abandoned city doesn't have to be something that's just a village or a town or even a city. It could be a megapolis. Gigundo. And I don't mean miles or just kilometers across, tens or hundreds or thousands. Because it could be tens of thousands of kilometers across, far larger than this forest and most of the area. But it still fits inside of there because of the superpositioning. Too much there for the there that's there. Thumbs up for that. So I thought that was a pretty cool idea, and I'm hoping that I can incorporate that further into my explorations of what makes this world function properly, the characters and the beings within it, and the fun that I have doing so. I still have hopes of continuing to do solo RPG stuff with my characters in this world, using the various solo RPG things to explore what it's like to live in this world, especially around the settlement of Nagrat, in the forest there, the Ogranic Forest, 5,000 kilometers down from Tuathic, on the continent of Karthkog, on the world that the Dwaylen call Shensha. Yay! Past that, I have not done much. It has been okay weather, a little warm, but okay weather. My knee has been, ooh. I walked to Walmart and back. I'm trying to stay on it, at least by walking at least once a day. So it isn't awful today, but it ain't good. So I'm going to be doing some walking later on when it cools off this evening during all the fireworks. I'm going to go out for walkies then. But mostly I'm going to be sitting here and letting it, well, between exercising from walking, let it cool down and relax. Yay for that. And then last night I was very, very cold. Even the bath towel on top of me didn't keep me warm enough. But I'd had no cramping problems while lying down. Here's the thing. While I'm lying down, if I bend my knee any more than 5%, I am risking immediate cramp from my toe up to my hip. Ugh. When I sit on the edge of my bed, I can pull my foot, all the way up and set it on my other knee. When I'm taking a shower, I can bring my foot up, lodge it on my other knee, and do that. And it's okay. I was out walking. I lifted up my foot so I could try and look at the bottom of my shoe. You don't have to lift far, maybe 45-degree angle. I didn't even get that far. And that muscle group from top of my hip all the way to the bottom of my toe went, "Oh, you sure you want to do that?" So I quickly put my leg back down and it went, okay. I love heat. Hopefully you are doing well this summer. And I would just want to once again thank everybody who watches my videos. You are beautiful and awesome. Whether you're from Finland or from any other part of the world, thumbs up, thank you. It is appreciated. You are all beautiful and awesome people to no end. And of course, for everybody that leaves me a comment, thumbs up and thank you. I can't answer as many as I would like for a couple of reasons. One, it's my tablet and my sausage fingers. Two, my nerve compression. It is difficult to... I can wave my arms in the air like this, but that's because my arms are close to my body. You got to do things where your arms are outward. That's when it starts to sparkle and hurt. Thumbs up for that. Hopefully you... excuse me. Hopefully you are getting done the things that you would like to get done today. If not, don't beat yourself up, especially on this, the day of my daughter's wedding. No, on this, the 4th of July. Yay! So hopefully you will take care of yourself and have a very, very good day. I am going to edit what little I need to do so on this so I can render it and upload and then try and figure out what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. I want to record things, but my bloody knee. So we shall see how everything goes. But until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is a very, very good thing. My voice is sore. Yeah, that bunch of airwaves that just extend. No, my voice box is sore right now. Ugh. I don't know if it, I don't talk for any extended periods of time except for recording. And when I get just a few minutes into extended talk, that's when my voice box starts to get sore. I don't know if it's from pollen, because it's like summertime, or exactly what. But it's probably junk in the air. And then if it's the only time I talk, that was great. All of a sudden, stopped recording. No good reason. It's still doing it, and I don't know why. So, now I gotta stitch this on, and it's just me turning everything off. Only it's my choice, not its. I don't know why it's doing this, and it's extremely disturbing.